Hola guys, and welcome back to another episode of the Fernando Alonso Extended Career mode. Here we are now at the R&D tree. Yeah, before the Azerbaijan Grand Prix starts. We'll see what we can do here. A track where much can happen, especially because of the narrow caster section and everything around there. Many crashes, many safety cars possible. We will see if we probably get a victim. Yeah, I wouldn't say probably. Possibly get a victim off the track, or if we make it a huge success as we earn some positions because of ours. We will see. So, as you can see, we have a dry weekend ahead of us with improved engine power. Now we are pretty much level with Williams and Spot Pacer Racing Point. So we are good in that sector, and we are once again ahead of Toro Rosso in the overall performance section. Other upgrades, Haas is getting ahead, Racing Point is improving massively actually. Red Bull is closing in on Ferrari and Mercedes. Will be interesting. Now gearbox, it at least will last throughout the Azerbaijan Grand Prix, I guess, but then we may have to switch the gearbox for Spain. But we will see. The engine, it's about the same, but I would say the engine will stay the same until Monaco, because we won't need to have a fresh engine at Spain and Monaco. It's not that power important. There we are at the practice sessions, and it looks really disappointing. At least at the qualifying simulation we are really far off where we should be. So we might have the same struggles that we had in Bahrain and in China already. At least in the point of qualifying performance. We'll do everything to not get last once again, but it really seems to be like that. I'm afraid we can't do anything about it, but we will see as we head to the qualifying. Max Verstappen indeed is the fastest guy on track in the practice, but as you can see, we are not last at this moment of the Q1. We are in P16, so we may even qualify for the Q2. We are on our fast lap, so we will see. We are in the green for now, but the important part is yet to come. New sector personnel best at first sector, that's good for now. As we are now back to P17. Here we go through the narrow caster section. One more tank gained. Time is up. Time is over. So that is our last chance to improve. We'll see. The last corner was good. It was important, of course, because we lived from it the whole straight through now. 20 seconds of full speed. We are in P18 for now, but what will the almost 4 tenths that we are ahead of our personal best take us? Where will it take us at? We will see. It is P13. Wow. Impressively, we are into Q2. I didn't expect that after practice. I mean, it was obvious why I didn't expect it. But we made it. Kicked out Nico Hülkenberg, as well as Albon Gasly on the soft only in P18. Devin Butler and Carlos Sainz is last. Wow. Both Williams way ahead in P8 and P10. Amazing pace by them. Lance Stroll in the Racing Point in P5. And Perez even in P2. Weird results here, but good for us. So here we go, Q2, our fast lap. Our first one, yeah, wasn't even worth to mention actually. But yeah, way behind everyone else. So this one is the try we have to make it. We are in P15 for now, as you can see, behind Lando Norris and George Russell. George Russell maybe catchable. We will see. We are already 8 tenths ahead of our time, but that doesn't mean too much. I think we even had mediums at our first try, and they didn't work at all. As you can see, we gain really constantly. I didn't do a huge error that caused that gap that we now have of 1.4 seconds already. But as you can see, we have a really good shot now to make a lead, maybe even to Q3. We will see. 2 seconds gained already, and we are only on full throttle now onto the finish line. What will it be worth? It will be P13 once again. Our most successful qualifying session ever in the career of Fernando Alonso, as it was P17 before that in Australia. But yeah, we are clearly slower though than Kimi Räikkönen, but we have beaten Lando Norris and George Russell. With us, Lucas Weber and Lance Stroll are out as well. But yeah, it's a success. Maybe we can make some good points once again here. Hopefully the game will not crash once again, so the points will then really count. I will make a mid-session save, just to be sure. But yeah, it's still our own performance that counts. I mean, the video material is the one that you can see and the one that you can count. If you want to interpret it in our way, it's okay as well. The standings see it in the way that it doesn't count, and that's a fact that we have to live with. But if we do a good enough job, 2 points won't hurt us too much at the end. Especially here, I have a feeling that we can make some huge points. Maybe P7, P8 is possible. Would be the double or even 3 times amount of the points we had in China. So it would lay the China weekend into the shadow of Azerbaijan. But first we have to finish without any happenings to us, of course. We'll see. So here's the complete starting order with one. It's again Hamilton on pole in front of Charles Leclerc, Valtteri Bottas, then Vettel, Verstappen, Grosjean, Magnussen. Impressive performance by Haas. Then Ricciardo, Räikkönen, who was that in P10? I don't know. Lance Stroll, then Weir, Norris, Russell, Hülkenberg, Albon, Gasly, Perez, Butler, and Sainz. So Perez got demoted by 10 places from P8 down to P18. That takes us one more place ahead onto P12. Even better. So as you can see, the strategy will be a clear one stop. We're pitting in in lap 12 to go on to the hards. Of course, we are pretty much in the midfield already, so we don't need to start on the hards, as we won't be held up at the start of the race after getting all out of the car in qualifying already. So I guess here we go. Yeah, 53% of normal maximum tire wear. I guess that's pretty much okay. That's where we want to be at the end of a stint. Yeah, fuel we will take pretty much to how many laps we really have. So 53 kilos, maybe ideal, I guess. Yeah. So that's that. Then I guess let's take it to the start. Here we go now. The lights go on. We get onto the rotations per minute we have to be. There we go. Solid start, actually. And there we have a massive upper bed. And Lance Stroll closes us in massively, so we touch the wall and Lance Stroll at the same time. But we are still side by side with him, and now we are through, I guess. So we are in P11 after the start. That's good. And now we are on the back of Danny Ricciardo and Lucas Weber as well, and we have a huge dive bomber against Ricciardo, who knows himself the best that this is possible, and we pulled one off against him. So now we're already in P10 with the mediums, while everyone else around us is on softs. Of course, they had to put softs on as they qualified for Q3 on them. Weber overtook Räikkönen. We are on lap 2 and we are behind Räikkönen, but clearly too far. So Ricciardo has now the advantage with DRS and we are side by side. The power advantage is on our side, so we are pretty much with him having DRS and us having not. We hang it around the outside, but Ricciardo goes through for now. But now we have DRS on the back straight, and he clips the curve a bit too hard, and maybe that's our advantage as well. Stroll is behind us, he may have a look as well onto our side. At least Ricciardo should be in there for him. Indeed, Stroll is side by side with Ricciardo while we try to get away from them to not be attacked once more. So now we are on to lap 5 and now Stroll has closed up a bit. First one's pitted already with Roma Grosjean and I don't know who else. While we have struggles to keep Lance Stroll behind us. We have to fight for it. So now we can keep him behind us. but yeah, okay, he's maybe a bit too far behind now, but he has the AZE and slipstream. He may get really close at us onto the first corner. Okay, I expected a bit more. So now everyone is pitting from the top guys, and as you saw, Charles Leclerc wasn't that far behind us while exiting the pits, and we have front wing damage, as you suddenly saw. On the right we have a yellow front wing, and now Lance Stroll has a look and overtakes us. But it's not over yet. Bottas comes out of the pits directly behind us and Charles Leclerc. But now we have the AZE from Lance Stroll. And slipstream of course as well. With rich mix we can go around the outside there. And no! Oh, we've been pushed by Stroll into the wall, and we've lost our front wing. What a ridiculous move by Stroll. He had clearly enough space there. What did he do? Oh, he clipped the wall on the inside and then was moved onto our rear, and that put us into the wall. So a chain reaction starting from a mistake from Stroll that destroys not only his race but also our race. Oh, that's so bitter. We were fighting for points clearly, but now it's more or less over. I guess we won't even come through with a one stop if we pit this lap, what we obviously have to do. Yeah, now Bottas goes through, even though we make it a bit tough for him. And Charles Leclerc breaks his way through as well. Yeah, we are massively slow now. We have to be careful to not hit the wall to completely end our race. Stroll is even slower with the damaged front wing. Pooh, he clipped the wall a bit there. Doesn't destroy us though. Yeah. So now we have to make a two-stop with 2 times soft, I guess, that will do. But obviously we don't have the possibility to make any points now, as there were many other drivers directly behind us, or are actually at this point. Now Stroll has a look, and I expect him to go into the pits as well, and now he breaks massively. What is he doing there? Yeah, we have to let Russell and Gasly by to get into the pit lane. So now we have to change the front wing as well. That will cost us 5-6 seconds more. We'll see. Yeah, 7.8 seconds. That's disastrous. Now we are way behind anyone else into P18. Not only Stroll, who is that? Carlos Sainz is behind us as well. I'm surprised what he has done. Maybe he messed it up a bit and damaged his front wing on his own. Maybe he was somehow involved in this situation as well. I don't know. So we jump into lap 10 and we are onto the rear of Daniel Ricciardo, who isn't that fast at this point of the race. Stroll is directly behind us. So once again we are fighting him, and once again we are fighting Stroll. And we overtake Ricciardo already into the fast double corner to get up into P17. Now behind Lando Norris, but far behind. So we will have much of clean air, and hopefully no one that attacks us from behind. I don't expect Ricciardo to do that, but Stroll is maybe a little bit faster at this moment, so he will be a frightening danger to, yeah, shoot us once again. Hopefully not. He now attacks us onto the first corner, but he's on the outside, so he won't have much of a chance there. And there's someone exiting the pits. It's Pierre Gasly for his final stop. And that gives us the AZE, so that Stroll doesn't have a chance to do anything against us onto the third corner. We're actually getting more or less close to Gasly, but he will pull away quickly, I guess, from this point onwards, as he has clearly the better car and now the fresher tires as well. And there we go, once again against Stroll. He overtook us at the straight. And now we have to do the same thing on the back straight. But I don't know if I want to be on the outside now once again. Maybe the same thing would happen, so I try to have a look at the inside, even though he covers it a bit, but not enough. And so we get it done onto the inside. We have re-overtaken Stroll once again. For P11 it is for now, but we have to pit once again, as well as Stroll. But most of the others already had their final stop. Now Kimi Räikkönen has his one, and Stroll already pits. He might go into the mediums for now, for the final stop. And there Grosjean comes out of the pits directly ahead of us, so he will give us the AZE for the back straight, so that we might even overtake him. For P9 at the moment. George Russell is behind us. There we have a look at the inside, and he cannot do much about it. That's obviously not good for Grosjean's race. He will be held up by me, at least for this lap. For our race it doesn't matter at all. But here, I guess onto the first corner in this lap he will overtake us. There we lose it a bit. Grosjean already goes around the outside, but the interesting thing now is we have now slipstream and we will get the AZE as well, so we can re-overtake him to use our mistake to our advantage. That's a bit cheeky, but we pull it through. And so onto the first corner we are ahead of Grosjean, and there goes the other half of Magnus exiting the pits. No, it's not Magnussen, it's Lucas Weber in the Williams. Surprisingly far ahead. And Sergio Perez is out of the race. That's good for us. That's easily one place game, I think. And now we have the same look at the inside. Braking a bit later actually, as we did against Grosjean. And so Weber was forced to brake massively for that corner, so that Grosjean could overtake Weber as well. There we are in the pits for our final pit stop, now without changing the front wing. But nevertheless we get handed through the field to be now almost on the rear end, the complete end of the pack, only ahead of Carlos Sainz. With some sort of issue, I guess. Otherwise he wouldn't be that far off anyone else. But he's fast. He is still on our rear as we close in onto a group of, more or less 4 guys, with Lance Stroll involved as well. And now we attack Lando Norris with slipstream and DRS. Kevin Magnussen is there as well. We push him onto the wall, give him as little space as we can, and we go through at the inside. We now are in P17, but there will be more possible. There are 4 laps to go still, and many guys ahead of us that are a bit slower than us. So now we are chasing down Kevin Magnussen. Sadly, I have now to tell you that this is the last bit of coverage I have from this race, as I forgot to record the rest of the race, but we have a photo from the finish. Yes, it really was a photo finish, as you can see now. It really was the littlest gap you can have in a race. Really amazing. We only have the coverage because, as you can see, we had a trophy there with taking this shot. And yeah, I can tell you the race result that we were in P11, I guess. I don't know. No, it wasn't P11, it was P14. Fighting for P14 against Lance Stroll, who we fought more or less the whole race. And yeah, in the end he had DRS open, as you can see, and slipstream of course as well, and we did everything to hold him onto the last corner, and it was really done, as you can see, by the sizable gap of 1,000 of a second. It really was in the result. I cannot show you, sadly, but it's a fact. And so we finished P14 ahead of Stroll. Magnus was there also really close. But yeah, that was the race. I can't show you anything else. I hope you have enjoyed it nevertheless, and will join in for the next race, which will be the home race of Fernando Alonso in Spain. Until this, goodbye.